All right, y'all, so I have a 2018 Chevrolet Trax with a 1.4 liter in it. It has a blown head gasket, and I'm going to be putting a used engine in it. I'm making this video because I am going to be pulling this engine out of the top. I'm not going through the bottom, so I've only seen one video on YouTube that shows how to do this through the top, and they don't even really show you anything. They just show you the engine after it's already removed. So we're going to go ahead and go through this step by step. So immediately I notice I have a bunch of room right here. A lot of room right there up front. Once I get that mount out of the way, I'm going to be pulling the intake off and the backside to get room there. And then we got, room here. The first thing I'm going to be removing, obviously, is the air box, coolant reservoir, battery, harness, and intake manifold. So once I get it to that point, and before I start pulling the engine mount off and getting all the good stuff, I will get back on the video. So I've got some more stuff off now. We've got our harness disconnected in more places. I've got the boost hose off of the intake manifold and throttle body, and one bolt left right there to pull out, and then this intake manifold will be out of the way. All right, so we're moving pretty quick. This is about an hour and a half into the job. I have got the intake manifold out the way, which makes it super easy to get the starter out and get down there to the torque converter bolts. Also easy to get to the alternator. There's all of our spaghetti laid over to the side, wire and harness. Yeah, so about all that's left now is going to be setting the AC compressor out of the way, getting the engine mounts loose once I get the torque converter bolts and all that out, and yeah, alternator, and then we should be able to scoop this thing up. All right, so I've been rocking and rolling on this thing for about 2 hours and 15 minutes now, and I'm actually doing it a lot faster than I thought I would. So let me show you what else has come out of the way and what's left. All right, so we got all the other stuff I told you about out of the way. We now have the starter out, alternator is out of the way. Just for reference, whenever y'all get to doing this job, there's a bunch of E-bolts, and E-bolt is an inverted Torx, like a star. So definitely need you a set of E-sockets to be able to do this job. But over here, let's go ahead and take a look at the stuff once we have it out. So intake manifold is like 6 bolts. The injectors pull out with it. This is not a DI engine, so it's port fuel injection. And then starter's 2 bolts, and converter is 1 band clamp to the back of the turbos, 13 millimeter, and then 3 13 millimeters that hook it to the rest of the exhaust pipe. Alternator is an E14 with 2 bolts. You actually have to have this rocked out of the way because the bolt is covered up for the alternator by the tensioner. So yep. So now what I'm going to do before taking that motor mount loose is I am going to go ahead and get the bottom side bell housing bolts out. That way I don't have to lay on the ground anymore once I get the jack underneath the transmission. We're going to take these 2 bolts right here out for the axle shaft to get it unbolted from the block, and then gonna take torque converter bolts out, obviously. And then once I get that motor mount out of the way, I am going to finish with the topside bell housing bolts. I already have my crane hooked to the top of this engine. We've got some lift points, one here and one here. So I'll run a chain across the top of it, hook it, pull it out. All right, so we have got our bell housing bolts removed from the bottom of the transmission, and also our block of wood with a little bitty jack to keep it stable, transmission I mean. Whenever I pull the engine out, I don't want it rocking anywhere, so yep. All right, sorry about the fan noise, it's hot, so I got that thing going. But yeah, we've got the hood off, we've got the wiper cowl off. I already got my torque converter bolts out through the starter hole right there, and every bell housing bolt except for that one for safety measures. So that bolt and that mount, that's all we have left. All right, so I've got the engine mount off of the front. It is 3 15 millimeters, and you have to lift the engine up a little bit for the mount bracket to clear out. We've got our engine crane attached, and the only thing keeping us held in is this last bell housing bolt right there. Once that comes out, this thing should swing loose. Now, I do have a jack underneath the transmission that I've been raising as the engine raises, because if you put it underneath there before you start jacking the engine up, it's going to pull the transmission up, obviously, and then it's going to fall back down on it and, you know, cause problems. So I made sure I have it sideways so that my crane will clear pulling the engine back. And yep. So now it is time to snatch this joker out of here. Let's get to it. So this sucker is free, and the cool thing is after I got it out, I found my socket I lost. I was honestly scared that the socket fell down in the dang boost hose. So yeah, that's cool. But everything's just kind of chilling out right here, and yeah, I got to clear it the rest of the way, pull it towards me a little bit, but it's going to come out. Awesome. There it is. Engine is removed, transmission is exposed. Yeah, so I guess it's time to start tacking on the replacement. I got to find something to do with that because it's going to be all up in my way. I might stick it in that corner for now. So yeah, get ready to start stabbing this one in. And also the cool thing is I do mobile mechanic services, and I was actually able to knock this whole job out with stuff I keep in the back of my car. So if you didn't think a Dodge Avenger could hold everything you need for an engine job minus the crane, you were wrong. All right, well, I should have shown y'all me lowering this thing down into the engine bay, but it is actually pretty straightforward. It went right down, and they have a stud that sticks out of one of the bell housing holes that helps line it up with the dowels, so it made it up to the transmission pretty easy. I got 2 bolts started, just finger tightened them to guide it in. Got the engine mount bolted up. I kind of had to grab the engine and yank it this way a little bit, but you know, that's expected. So we're now ready to start reassembling this sucker, getting everything back on.